In the early 1900s, Great Britain looked pensively towards a new era, an era which was going to bring unprecedented change. However, Britain was not alone. Events in other parts of the world would also play a significant role in the shaping of the new century. Perhaps none other than events in the Holy Land. In the second decade of the new century, a devastating war broke out, disrupting all ideas and notions of a peaceful new century. On the Eastern Front, towards the end of the First World War, British forces broke through the Ottoman-Turkish lines and managed to capture the holy city of Jerusalem. General Allenby marched triumphantly through the Jaffa gates and received the keys to the city. A fresh episode of the British Empire began to unfold. The 1917 Balfour Declaration would encourage Jews to return to their homeland in Palestine, now secured by the British mandate. However, this would prove to be no easy task. Events were destined to overturn the prior British approval of a Jewish presence. Opposition to Jewish arrivals was found amongst local Arabs, who were under incitement and genuine fear were beginning to feel threatened by this new Jewish presence. It eventually affected British policy towards mass Jewish immigration. Back in the United Kingdom, Jewish communities were having to cope with their own needs for acceptance. A strong Jewish presence in the United Kingdom now proved itself a viable entity, able to withstand threats of fascism before the outbreak of World War II. One outstanding contribution to Jewish society in the United Kingdom is the Federation of Synagogues, now part of a thriving Jewish community. The Second World War had dealt a devastating blow to any modern-day guarantee of a Jewish safe haven other than their own homeland. While Jews continued to thrive in their adopted countries, the newly established Jewish state of Israel shone as a beacon to the diaspora. Meanwhile, within both the United Kingdom and Israel, fresh migrants added to the diverse colour of its respective populations, but not always bringing racial harmony in its midst. Sometimes simple community building blocks can go a long way in their own right. After all, people need to work and live at the most basic level of survival. Who would have accurately guessed the existence of a shopping store where Arab residents and Jewish settlers peacefully meet together in the West Bank? Israel is a stunningly beautiful country. Visitors discover its dramatic scenery on a regular basis, while for those actually living on the land, the quest for harmony without sacrificing fundamental beliefs is a genuine concern. Against this backdrop, Bid for Peace 2012 seeks to find reconciliation. For the first time ever, an exciting new program will be launched in partnership with Identity Travel, a market leader in their field. There are three simple goals this delegation hopes to achieve. One is to add its voice to Israel's right to exist as a fundamental Jewish state. The second is to explore options that can be extended to all of its citizens, from Jewish settlers through to lesser-known sects. The third goal is to bring back lessons learnt which can be applied to the United Kingdom with its own unique need for racial harmony and reconciliation. Bid for Peace 2012 has already found a receptive audience both at home and within Israel, and promises to be an exciting venture.